Coming up on Mountain News at 6, folks in Wayne County, Kentucky are trying to clean up after storms came through the area. And one hospital breaks ground on a new patient care wing.
And sunglasses will be needed this weekend, but how many days will you need them? Details coming up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening. There's a lot of cleaning up and damage assessment in one southern Kentucky town today. Cars, homes, and businesses were damaged yesterday in Monticello. The storm system hit a large outdoor event was underway. WYMT's Phil Pendleton shows us the damage in Wayne County, Kentucky.
65-year-old, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Hail and lots of it came crashing down in Monticello Thursday night.
It got kind of scary. Didn't know if the house was going to fall down or didn't know what it's going to do.
David Burke watched as hail piled up in his yard like snow, and the ice pellets peppered his neighbors' homes, leaving holes in the vinyl siding.
Some pecks on the windows, and next thing you know, it was just solid. It looked like it had snowed in downtown Monticello.
County officials were in a meeting as the storm hit. Several hundred people were at a city park for a Little League kickoff event.
Just everybody be safe. You know, we had a lot of people inside the main shelter house, and a lot of people got to their cars. So
cars and trucks ended up taking the brunt of the damage. Some windshields completely shattered, others were cracked.
No, our judicial center, the light bulbs, the globes, those were all busted off. Got a lot of home damage in this area. It was kind of isolated to just kind of this area, maybe a little further.
Officials say given the extensive damage, it's remarkable that no one was hurt.
We had some the size of golf balls and some just even bigger.
The hail also damaged nearly half the city's fleet of police cruisers and most of the parked trucks. In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Some downtown businesses, including the upstairs windows in a law firm, were damaged in the storm. And folks in Wayne County, Kentucky were not the only ones impacted by the hail that came through the area. Take a look at this photo out of Knox County. No, that is not snow. You can see Knox Central High School's football field is completely covered in hail. We also experienced some of that hail here at the station yesterday, and I'm sure some other places did as well. We continue to follow a developing story out of Laurel County. Crews say they recovered John Myrick's body from Laurel Lake. It was recovered at approximately 3:30 this afternoon. Myrick went missing after a boating incident last weekend. The game warden says two men involved were fishing when their boat got too close to a dam, got caught in a current, and capsized. A Johnson County man was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the production and possession of child porn. According to his plea agreement in August 2022, Jason Ryan Campbell engaged in the production of child porn. When law enforcement searched his phone, they found two videos taken of Campbell and a minor victim engaging in sexual conduct. Law enforcement also found additional videos and photos of child pornography on his phone. A Prestonsburg man was sentenced to 14 years in prison. Danny Waddles was originally indicted for murder in a stabbing that happened back in 2021. That indictment says Waddles intentionally killed Joshua Ryan Holbrook, but the charge was amended to first-degree manslaughter after Waddles entered a guilty plea last week. The two were fighting, which later led to Waddles stabbing Holbrook. Holbrook was declared dead at the scene. A Kentucky grand jury indicted a New York man for murder. Shadman Yoldashev is accused of hitting and killing a tow truck driver, Troy Caldwell of Moorhead. The wreck happened on I-64 last September. KSP says Yoldashev was watching YouTube on a tablet in his semi-truck when the crash happened. He was also indicted for evidence tampering. Court records say he was released, but he did not show up to his court date last October. He now has a warrant out for his arrest. New information about a missing fugitive who was found in Rowan County. Police say Anthony Martinez escaped custody while being treated at a hospital Tuesday. Police found him yesterday in the Triplet Creek area after searching the area for days. An arrest citation says during the arrest, Martinez tried to grab an officer's gun and punched an officer in the face. He is facing several new charges, including assaulting an officer and attempting to disarm an officer. A London City Council member made a statement days after an intense argument between her and the city's fire chief was caught on body camera. In the video, you can see Kelly Green and London Fire Chief Donnie Hale arguing after a meeting. That exchange began over an agenda item titled Fire Department Discussion. Here's part of the statement Green issued about the incident. She wrote, quote, "First of all, I would like to apologize for the incident that occurred following Monday night's council meeting. I should not have allowed the confrontation to escalate, and for that, I am sorry and will do better. The public deserves better." She went on to say that she will not apologize for standing up for what is right and best for the community. You can see that statement at WYMT.com. After some in the mountains experienced storms yesterday, it's been much nicer today, so let's hand it over to First Alert meteorologist Eric Dean for the latest forecast. Eric.
Oh, Caroline, it was beautiful today. We had temperatures in the 60s and 70s, made it to 75 in Jonesville. Harlan made it to 73, 60s from Moorhead to Manchester over towards Pikeville. Clintwood struggled to get to 60. That was your high today. 64 was the high in Logan. Right now, we're seeing temperatures still in the mid to upper 60s, low 70s from Jonesville to Harlan to Middlesboro. Jacksboro's at 72, 70 in Somerset, 68 in Logan, 60, 68 in Boonville, 66 in Jackson. All is quiet. Thank goodness, on live pinpoint Doppler radar after seeing that line of shower and thunderstorm activity yesterday. We're going to stay quiet as we go throughout the weekend. If you have plans, whether you're going to go out to dinner, whether you're going to just lounge around outside tonight, not bad. Look at this, mid 60s by the 7 o'clock hour, 61 by the 9 o'clock hour, 11 o'clock we'll see temperatures in the mid 50s with partly cloudy skies. All is quiet for the weekend, but I'm telling you this right now, I'm going to give you the first alert to some rain and thunderstorm chances Monday, Tuesday, going into Wednesday. We'll talk about that in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Caroline.
Thank you, Eric. A recreational swimming advisory was issued for one area in Pike County. The Kentucky Division of Water and Kentucky Department of Health issued the advisory for the Lavisa Fork of Fishtrap Lake. It stems from flood-related damage to the watershed collection system in Virginia, causing the release of untreated watershed into Lavisa Fork. A survey conducted last month shows that E. coli levels exceed water quality criteria for primary contact recreation. Baptist Health Corbin hosted a groundbreaking for its new patient care wing. Folks with the hospital, as well as Senate President Robert Stivers and Representative Hal Rogers, spoke. WYMT's Amelia Lee was at the groundbreaking and explains the importance of the event.
1, 2, 3.
The first official steps after years spent working on the project. Baptist Health Corbin officially broke ground on its new $100 million expansion on Friday.
It's happening. Now we're breaking ground. We're building this.
Building an expanded emergency department, neonatal intensive care unit, and intensive care unit, plus more private patient rooms.
We love our community. It's home. It's our family. We want to make sure we're providing the best service for them.
Currently, 44,000 emergency room patients are cared for every year in a space organizers say is designed for 24,000 people a year. Now, they say with this expansion, at least 60,000 patients will get the help they need in the ER.
You don't want to have to go to Louisville, Lexington, or Knoxville to get your health care. This is going to open up more opportunities for people to stay at home, which is better to the healing process.
Hospital leaders say Baptist Health Corbin is one of the last medical facilities in the state with semi-private rooms, meaning some patients do have to share spaces. This new expansion would add private rooms for 95% of the campus.
What a blessing to have a community who share their gratefulness and generosity to our hospital by trusting us every single day.
Representative Hal Rogers says he supported this new wing with a nearly $2.5 million grant from the Abandoned Minelands Economic Revitalization Program.
New talents, new operations, new treatments to Eastern Kentucky, and I couldn't be more pleased.
In Corbin, Amelia Lee, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials with Baptist Health Corbin say the plan is for the new wing to be open in 2027, with construction happening in phases.
All is quiet right now, and it's going to stay quiet as we go throughout the weekend, but thunderstorm chances pick up somewhere. Details of the first alert forecast in a few minutes.
And police and first responders put on a mock simulator crash event at one Floyd County school, showing students what can happen if they make the wrong choices.